What's up guys, it's your boy Spicy back with another one. If you haven't seen my last video, I've been complaining a lot about MultiVersus and how it came out after beta and what current state it's in now. Now don't get me wrong, I really have been enjoying the game with my friends, but there are a lot of issues that I've realized while playing the game so often. And today I just wanted to talk about some of the issues that have arisen since the game's release. The first one we'll get into is obviously the game's speed. Now I know this is a dead horse that everyone's been talking about, but it is an issue. Now I don't think the slowdown was a problem. I think slowing down the game for the casual audience was a good choice for MultiVersus and the development of the game. But there was two big things that had happened once they slowed down the game. One of the biggest issues I noticed when they slowed down the game was that none of the characters were optimized for the slowdown. That means a lot of the frail characters struggle a lot in gameplay now. I play Harley Quinn and it has some of the hardest difficulty in the game, and we really had problems in beta, especially against Batman being an issue and like a direct counter to Harley. But one thing I noticed is that the bat grenade is pretty useless if you're not on top of your opponent. The bat grenade comes out 2 times slower, so you cannot zone with it. You can't. Everyone sees it and you get so much lag when you place down your projectiles. I noticed a lot of the heavy hitting characters have been successful throughout the new gameplay, but the entire time I played the game, I've noticed that I haven't played a single Iron Giant, and I think Iron Giant is struggling the most in this slowdown. Now, I thought that Iron Giant was combo food in the beta. Now, he's a free lunch. Dude has no options. Like, all he could do is jump up and come down. He has no other good options. I mean, I remember people doing like reset car, doing like some of the craziest Iron Giant plays back in beta, but now I haven't seen one good Iron Giant play come out since the game's release. No one's playing the character just because every other character is so much faster than Iron Giant. It feels like you're walking through glue on this character. Bugs Bunny used to be so fast that he could be practically unpredictable and have a lot of really cool mix-ups in the game. Now, a lot of his gameplay is very predictable. Not saying it was completely unpredictable before, but now you can kind of see exactly what he's gonna do in that given frame. Another thing that they ruined with the slowdown is recovery. Harley Quinn and a lot of other characters can't recover on stage anymore. I have footage of me recovering in beta versus the footage me recovering in launch, and it's completely different. So a lot of characters struggle off ledge, and there's no ledge grabbing, so everyone could be ledge guarded completely uncontested until they get back on stage. This isn't just because they slowed down the game, is because they changed the dodge mechanics for the character, every single character. So a lot of characters don't have options to get around larger hitboxes like Harley Quinn. There's no real mix-up once you're at the bottom of the stage besides one dodge, and your mobility is so slow you're gonna get hit by anything. I feel like slowing down the game only limits the options for the players, and it really did hinder a lot of the people who are focusing on technical skill, like playing Harley Quinn at a higher caliber or crazy plays on Bugs Bunny. Now that's all gone based off of how slow and how predictable the gameplay is. But without the optimization, this leaves a lot of the newer characters being really good, like Banana Guard being one of the newest characters in the game and being extremely good. I'm not gonna say all of them, because Jason, I've noticed I really don't have a problem with. I don't think he's good at all, but I've seen a lot of good Jason plays. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of good ones, but I haven't seen a good Jason. Banana Guard though, that dude's killing it. I think this is entirely because he was designed for this gameplay, and he has amazing hitboxes that can survive in this gameplay. But besides the speed, let's talk about how it's the exact same game. I think it's completely diabolical to take a year off just to release the same game in a slower state with 3 new characters and remove everyone's goal. Some preseason beta players' items missing, removing all progression, adding a bot game mode that no one's wanting to play, removing KO and damage features, unowned character trial feature removing character statistics and leaderboard stats so you know how well you play the character, but keep the game the same. We took the year off to do nothing. And I know some of you are gonna say, well, Spicy, it's not the same game if it's slower from the beta, and beta is not the real thing, so why would you even care what the beta is? Because I fell in love with the beta. The game was so fun during the beta. And there was a lot of issues in the beta. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of issues. We've lost more in the launch and have more issues in the launch than there was in the beta. And then once they had the beta, they took the beta away from the players who enjoyed it. So they took a year off to repackage the game and deliver you trash just because you're gonna eat it, because that's the same thing that Smash does. Smash went through multiple iterations of trying to, you know, find them in between competitive and casual. Brawl went straight casual. Melee was straight competitive. Ultimate is a good middle ground. But where else are you gonna play Warner Brother characters smashing it out? Where else am I gonna be able to play Shaggy and Batman versus Rick and Morty? Where else am I gonna stand on Mojo Jojo's ship as Iron Giant fighting Joker? Exactly, nowhere else. So we're forced to play whatever they're gonna package and send us. And that's one of the worst issues about IP fighters like this. One of the things I heard they added was 30 frames of input buffer. To put that in perspective, for all the Melee players that complained about how unresponsive Ultimate felt, the input buffer for that game was 9 frames. Let that sink in. This is set at launch to have 30 frames of input buffer. 30 frames of input buffer. That makes the game feel gross. People who like feeling response and like feeling their character move on screen feel like the game is betraying them, because the beta felt like that. Why can't the launch feel like that? That alone is my only and biggest complaint about the game. I thought the slow gameplay was an issue, but it wasn't because I felt the slow gameplay, because after playing a little while, I was okay with it. I started enjoying the game and playing with my friends and seeing how the game goes. But I felt like something was off the minute I started playing it, just because I felt like I wasn't in control anymore, and I felt like the game was slow, it was sluggish. Overall, the only people that are being hindered are people who have put in the time for the technical skill, who have great reaction time, and want to grind out the game at a higher caliber. And it just feels like we're all on the same playing field now. I really have nothing else to say. I really hope they fix the game. I imagine they won't be changing anything of the features that the game is in now, just because a lot of these issues that are being pointed out aren't issues. They aren't issues. They're complaints from people who play platform fighters and want a game specifically made a specific way. Beta promised those people a great game to come out at launch. And I think MultiVersus is going to still be a great game. I imagine a lot of people are going to still play it. But I'm so sad that we had such a great product at beta and so much has changed since then. Other than that, if you end up liking the video or if you end up liking me, please like and subscribe because it does help me out in the long run. Besides that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I really don't got nothing else to say, so peace.